Aloha, I'm Lacey Denise.
And I'm Eddie O.
And we are your co-hosts for this year's virtual Kona Coffee Cultural Festival. Eddie, you had mentioned that you have been on a coffee farm tour before, right?
I have. UCC Coffee up Holualoa, where my friend Hideki works. One thing, Lacey, I love about UCC Coffee is that they're really into giving back to the community. Let's go visit them. UCC Hawaii Kona Coffee. We'll visit their farm right now.
Hi, my name is Peggy and I'm with UCC Hawaii, and I'll be giving you a farm tour today. From January through May is flowering time. It can flower anywhere between 5 to 20 times, depending on how many good, cold, hard rains we have. Once it rains, 2 weeks later, the flower will bloom. It will last only 2 to 3 days, and then it'll die and the bean will start to grow. Usually the bean takes around, I'd say maybe 4 to 5 months to become a cherry, and that's when we're gonna start picking. We do not pick any green or yellow. We want to pick only the cherry. A good coffee picker can pick up to 400 pounds in a day. The average is about 200 pounds. Once the coffee is picked, then it will go for milling. But let's talk a little bit about the trees. They will produce up to 100 years as long as you take good care of them. Our trees are about 25 years old and we've started replanting. Once the coffee is picked, then we're going to go to the milling process. So now we're going to start doing a wet mill. Wet milling is the pulping of all the cherry that we picked. So we will put it through a pulper. What this does is squeeze the cherry, and inside are 2 half-flat beans. We will take those beans and we will put them in a tub of water and we will let it sit overnight. That is the fermenting process. And now we're going to set them on a hoshidana, which means in Japanese a drying platform. And we're going to dry it by the sun. Some farms, because they produce so much, they can't get it all dried by the sun, they will use a dryer. Believe it or not, you can taste the difference between a dryer and sun-dried. The sun-dried is so sweet. It's really the best way to dry your coffee. Once we're ready for roasting, we need to remove the skin, and that is the dry milling. We remove the skin so that we can roast the green beans. So when coffee roasts, we have 2 places that we really pay attention to, which is first crack and then second crack. First crack is the browning of the bean and it's starting to expand. And so there is a seam in the coffee bean and it will start separating and opening up, and it releases gases, and the bean is making a little popcorn noise. Then the bean's going to start turning brown, and it's going to start happening pretty fast. It only takes usually about 15 minutes to roast. We're going to roast up to a medium, so probably a little after the first crack, we'll start paying attention, and then we'll be ready to dump the coffee. Okay? And so there you have it, nicely, freshly roasted Kona coffee. Thank you for coming to UCC in Holualoa, and we hope to see you sometime.
Aloha! コナコーヒーカルチャーフェスティバルバーチャルへようこそ。楽しんでください。マハロー。